Hey guys, it's me, Dave from the Kodo, and I'm going to show you a quick little tutorial on here on what to do when I have Pokemon Emerald in here, and one of your Game Boy Advance Pokemon games or other games that use batteries, the battery dies. These games are on the range of almost 20 years old now, so they're starting to die, and it happens pretty frequently. But you'll get this notification when you first boot it up. The internal battery has run dry. The game can be played, but what'll happen is you might have issues with the save, or you might have problems with timed events like daytime and nighttime and whatnot. So the first thing we're going to need is obviously the game that is having an issue, and it has one screw in the back. That you're going to need a tri-wing screw. If you're doing any repairs on anything Nintendo, it's good to get one of these. They're very cheap. You can find them everywhere. The next thing you're going to need is one of these batteries. I pull this out right here. You can see this one's Energizer brand. The number, it's a CR, I think it's a 1010, but I'll put the link to these specific ones in the description. You can get these batteries just at like Walmart or whatnot, but the ones with these tabs on them, you can get them on eBay. This, for 5 of these, it was maybe $5 shipped. It's really nothing. I can fix 5 different games. And then you will need, for this particular type of fix, soldering iron to heat it up and re-solder it. You can do this without soldering, where you kind of tear this apart on the inside, but I'm just going to show you how to replace this entire thing because it's only 2 points to solder and it's pretty easy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out this one tri-wing screw and pull this apart. You can see here there's a circuit board for the game on the inside. And then you can see there's the battery. Now you want to take note of how this is oriented in there, so you put it in the right way. This is the negative side, this is the positive side. Let me see if I can get this to zoom in just a little bit more. Maybe. Move these out of the way. And what I'm going to do is you're just going to use, I'm going to put it on screen. You're just going to use the tip of the solder, get it nice and warm, and you're going to heat that up. And as you do that, you're going to want to try and see if I can get this. It's hard to do this through the viewfinder of a camera. But you're going to heat that up and kind of pull up at the same time. On this side too. Heat it up. You can see the solder melts a little bit. Now you may need a little bit extra solder when you go to put this back together. But if you have a soldering iron, you typically have solder laying around. Heat that up. Just be careful of the circuit board underneath. There we go. It would be good too if you had like a little mount for this, and you could use tweezers so that you're not trying to do it with your fingers. Now I'm going to take the replacement battery. I'm going to set it in the same, so it's at the same direction that it was going, where see, it's marked on the back here. Focus. You can see that plus sign. So that's the plus, which is this tab right here. And then this side is going to be the negative. Like I said, it's marked there on the board. Hopefully there's enough solder there left over. I'm just going to heat this up. If there's not, I can go get a little bit more solder and dab it down there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just get a little dab of solder right there. Just basically retinning those connections. Ooh, smell of good old solder. And what I'm going to do So that's lined up. Heat that up. Get touched. There we go. Now, set that off to the side. Now what I'll do is I'll go in after I get this off camera and clean that up a little bit because it's kind of a big dab. Let me see if I can't just focus. There we go. Give this a little touch. And push that down. And I think, that's not the best connection, but it's better than it was. So, like I said, I'll go back in there and I'll touch that up so that it's a better connection when I'm not looking through the viewfinder on a phone. Just put this back together. Just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Put that screw back in. Not too tight. You don't need to crank it in there. It's a little loose in there. Let's see here. Start the GBA game. It'll show up on the top. Game Boy. See my reflection there. Game Freak. Emerald version. Start. Now that would normally be where the warning would come up that it would say that the battery's dead, and now it's working fine. So all the events, nighttime, daytime saves are all going to work fine. Very easy fix if you're not doing it through the viewfinder on a phone, but hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments section. Check out my channel for more tips, tricks, and guides. And like always, guys, good luck and have fun.